They let it for purpose escalate. Like these 2 years, that's evidently a psychological harm. You have no contact person when you come. As the officials, they're supposed to make you well knowing the law, you know, and they're not doing it. These decisions, what we see here, they are at all not transparent. The Senate, they don't show, they are not at all transparent because the representative, the people in the school at the moment, they did not was part of the negotiation. I occupied the school from the beginning because of the shelter. Everybody needed the shelter. When they divide the old sport hall of the school, where are installed like 16 showers, you understand? They divide it for the commercial reasons. Yes, they're doing their yoga, things like this, and they deny us the basic human rights, basic hygienic things. So all the things what they publish, it's actually it's a media lie, you know. They let it for purpose escalate. Like these 2 years, that's evidently a psychological harm. You have, until now, nobody from the neighbors come down and tell them, hey, what the fuck you parking in front of my house? I wanna freely move. Why my children have to watching you here 1 week? Without any person who is guilty, all of them are innocent. That's why they not enter. We want a justice, not the everyday violating. Why the people, why the neighbors was witnessing 2 years or more, even 3 years, they was witnessing everyday brutalizing. They was even brutalizing the citizens, which was making the evidence when they was catching and imprisoning people on the street. They imprison you without any lawful evidence. They in a police station, they violate the people to sign agreements for deportation because by law they cannot deport, you know. That's saying the law, that's saying the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. They can in fact violate this article when they reach from the personal consent. The demands, what we was reading there and what is written and unterschrift by every person inside was not even was not even shown. And that means if somebody comes here that the agreement happened, the eviction can happen. No, it not can happen. That the neighbors themselves have a power to send all the police out. The police themselves or the officials did not come to them with a lawful evidence or agreement between whoever Senat Bezirk, if they have a power. When they know that we know that they cannot do it, they step back.
And this movement you see now, here, like this, yeah, parallel, but folding like this, is called shearing, yeah? And a shear are when two lines that are parallel fold like this and maintain their relationship. And you can maintain, for example, a very common one is a relationship between the thighs and the forearms, yeah? And you can maintain a kind of parallelity, yeah, with attraction and repulsion between 4 different limbs, yeah? Boom. Noticing the path of a movement, say, boom, like that. So if I went boom, like that, I noticed that my arm went boom like that and my knee went ba-dee-da, like that in the other direction. Now, noticing these paths can be very valuable in generative operations, such as arc and axis, which takes a path of movement from one set of organization and then reinstates it with another inscriptive point or line, yeah, and then describes an axis, a circular axis or a linear axis in the middle of this movement. So if I have, there you go, bum like that, and there's the path like this, and I might want to describe it in the inverse direction, one with my head and then with my shoulder go around what would be this line, okay? And this engenders a whole new set of movements and a whole new set of paths, which in turn I might want to reinscribe and then, well, continue. By practicing this, you'll get a sense of flatness in approach, which will really, really help later on if you have a line, boom, boom, in space, and you're trying to approach it, but it's shifting your approach. Because the shift in approach, if the torsions and the mechanics of the torsions are correct, it will force you to have a residual movement in your body that will really help you find new relationships that will become rich and help you develop other formations out of this. So this exercise of lying on the floor and doing this is just simply in order to help you develop a sense of flatness in approach, which you can use down to the smallest section of your body.